What is going on, Parafam?
What's happening, Parafamily?
People in the comments already. MJC Paranormal, super awesome. Glad to be a part of this. Much love and light. Same back to you, brother. Glad to have you on here, man. Mr. Barron, what is up, everybody? What's up, Matt?
Mr. Paranormal Consultant.
That's right. If y'all don't know who Matt is, you're missing out. You better go check his links out. We'll get them in the comments. Miss Terry, welcome to the Spirit Paranormal Network.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Miss Tater Crawl. What's up, Tater?
Hey.
So, Brian, we got a pretty decent show lined up for today. Our guest is just running a little behind, so I told her that was fine. I'm sure me and you can come up with something to talk about for a little while.
We always got something to talk about.
Yeah, I know, right? There's a lot going on right now in PD world, I'm telling you. Miss Dorothy. Hey, guys. What's up, Miss Dorothy?
What's happening?
Christopher Ken Keith, the team manager for the Ohio division of PD region. What's up, brother?
What's happening, buddy?
Matt Barron says, thank you, my brothers. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing a little bit better now than we were about 3 hours ago, brother. I sure appreciate it.
That's for sure.
Miss Terry, thank you for watching the show. Karen and Sharon, please share. Amen, Miss Terry. Preach it, sister.
That's Parafam.
Yep, ain't nothing like Parafam. And for those of you who know, we got Parafam Studios up and running, but now we have actually upgraded a little bit, and we now have Parafam Entertainment up and running, and it is a division of DNTV. So y'all check that page out. We'll make sure the links go in the comments here in a few. PD Region Paranormal, Brian, that's one of our homeboys saying, hey guys.
But which homeboy is it?
Yeah, which homeboy is that under the PD name?
It's not me.
I'm sharing this out right now. Appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate it, brother.
So Brian, big event coming up Friday, man.
Yes, sir. Over to Axe and Grind in Hamlet, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. I can't wait for that, man. Mr. Mason Laverty, Mr. Brian Laverty's son. What's going on, brother? Good to see you on
What's
here tonight,
happening?
man.
But we're showing the love.
Ain't lying. Mr. Pops. That'd be your daddy. Was about to go to sleep, but had to show the love from DNT. Thank you so much, Miss Dorothy. I'm glad you did. I love to see y'all guys on our show. Miss Terry said, go DNTV. We love those guys. Amen. Snore during the intro. First thing I do. He said shared, but I said snored.
You need to wake up. Seems like you don't want to snoring, Rob.
Hey, Bo, I've been in the hyperbaric leg pumps now for how many hours a day? I done lost count. But anyway, my legs are feeling a lot better for those people that's been messaging me. I appreciate you worrying about me. They are getting better. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but I'm going to stay off of them, keep them elevated, stay in the pumps. I got out of them long enough to do this podcast tonight, but for the next 3 or 4 days, I will be taking it easy and trying to get that took care of. Mr. Happen Paranormal. Hey, Mr. Robin.
What's up, Robin?
Matt said, got my first show on DNTV Saturday. Super excited to see us. Hey, Matt, you're going to love it, man. You talking about a great group of people over there to work with. Oh, Lord. Thank you,
Woo!
Mr. Laverty. Mr. Laverty in the house. We
That's
just
right.
spoke to your son, Mr. Laverty.
Everybody's probably wondering who that fine gentleman sitting behind you is. Who is that? Show it.
Yeah. Who is this guy right here? I'll be honest with you. I went and got Mexican food today, and he was standing in the parking lot and said, "We'll work for food." So I got him something to eat, hoping he'd come edit some videos.
I think that's the Mr. Tank.
Anybody who don't know who this right here is, this is Mr. Jeffrey Collins, Tank, the lead investigator for PD Region Paranormal.
He's got a special phrase he likes to say every time before there's an investigation. What's that phrase there, Tank?
He's putting you on the spot, ain't he?
I'll do it with you.
No,
I do it.
get
it.
Glad you are okay, Robert, brother. Thank you, Mr. Robin. We're going to improve. We just got to take a little bit of time and do what we got to do to get it better. Back and forth to the doctors, but we'll get it took care of for sure. I appreciate you. Really do. Well, Brian, we got the big event coming up Friday, man. We got Mm, that's going to be a nice one. We got
Yep.
Miss Stephanie in Hamlet, North Carolina. Anybody who would like to attend that is in this area, you can go online and purchase your ticket. Use the promo code PDRP, and you'll get you a big discount on your ticket. Or I tell you what, if you come up to the door, you ain't got to buy it online. If you're scared for your credit card information or something like that to get out there, just come to the door and see Brian Horton, and he will take care of you at the door and
I
still give
can
you that discount
I can swipey swipe.
or cashity cash. But we'll still give you the discount at the door if you come to the door. It's going to be a great event. They're going to be selling the course Iron Bean coffee, and
Best in the world.
I ain't lying. And then they're going to be selling all kinds of food in there. Stephanie and the crew, they can make some of the best sandwiches and salads and chicken salad and stuff that you ever had. Uh, then we're going to go back there and we're going to throw some axes for a while. That's going to be fun.
Ghost and axes.
That's right. After we get done throwing some axes, we're going to cut the power off to the place, and we're going to investigate it and see if the claims that we have heard are true, because we have not investigated it. This will be the first time.
That's right.
So I'm going to be honest with you. We might go in there and get some paranormal experiences, and we might not. I don't know, but it's going to be fun trying either way.
It is, but somebody there is going to get stuck in Estes.
Yeah, we're going to do
Guaranteed.
some Estes challenges. That's going to be cool. Miss Dorothy says, we welcome everyone on DNTV with open arms, and they do. Mr. Christopher Keefe said, you take it easy, brother. Get healed up. Yes, sir. I'm on it. Miss Dorothy said, tippity tap. But let's see here. The video that we played. Let's talk about that video. You want me to roll it one more time before we talk about it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it one more time.
All right, y'all check this out. If you didn't get to watch it a while ago, check this video out before we talk about it. That video's probably got people scratching their head. What you think?
Oh yeah, they're chomping at the bit, probably more than likely. I
Well,
would be.
let's talk about that a little bit. I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spill it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
What we're gonna do though is we're gonna tell you that June 1st, it'll be in the late evening time. You need to stay tuned in to all of the networks that we air on. Parapost mainly. Probably be on DNTV, might be on PD. I know it'll be on PD. It might be on Global United. You stay tuned into any of them, because I'm telling you, it's going to be revealed June 1st, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. It's going to be a great thing. Super proud of it. Super proud of everybody involved in it, and can't wait to get it out there to the masses, as you say, Brian.
The masses, and it's going to be shocking the system.
That's right. We got Miss Dorothy says, I want to do the Estes method, Brian.
It's awesome. I love it.
Take care, all. You take care too, Miss Dorothy. Have a good night rest. But look like our guest just popped in the backstage and she's in there getting ready. So
That's right.
we're gonna give her a minute to get ready before we bring her out. But Brian, you wanna talk a little bit about our guest tonight?
Miss Peta from Australia with the Ethereal Sisters Paranormal.
I hope he said that right, Miss Pete.
Yeah, I do too. I don't feel like getting slapped today. I've been practicing that all day long.
But if y'all haven't watched the Ethereal Sisters on Facebook, YouTube, you missing out. I'm telling you. And I'm going to be putting her links here in the comments in just a few minutes. And matter of fact, she just came out with a brand new episode the other night, and I was so excited to watch it. I watched every bit of it, and these people are amazing. I love what they do. But without further ado, we're going to bring her out.
Hello.
What is going
What's going
on, Miss
on?
Peta?
Hi, how are we? I apologize for being so late.
Oh, you fine.
Are you good?
I told you we can sit here and talk for hours.
Oh my goodness, all the time zone things is just like, oh my gosh, like I was freaking out earlier thinking, holy shit, oh no. Yeah, because I have to take my son to school and yeah, it's a whole freaking thing. So
Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're trying to keep up with the Eastern Standard Time versus Pacific Time in the States. Now I'm
mm,
trying to keep up with the UK time and the Australia time. It is so
yeah,
confusing.
yeah. I actually, just put in like, so whoever I'm, doing things with, I'll just put their location into my like world clock so I can just check it
Right.
and then go, all right, it's such and such for them in this state, that state, because there's Central Time, then there's Canadian time. It's just like, oh,
That's a good idea. I
It
didn't even
is,
think
man.
of that, but I am gonna set my time zones in my phone for that.
mm.
Christopher Ken Keith says hello and good evening to you, Peter.
I'll put it on the list,
Hello,
Rob.
Christopher.
And Mr. Brian Laverty says, my girl Peter with a heart.
Hello, Brian.
But we're so excited to have you on the show today. We've been looking forward to it. We watched your show with Brian Laverty, and we watched your show with I think it was Shadow Zone with the Global United Paranormal
Mhm.
Foundation,
Yeah.
and very interesting. Me and Brian has really
It
done
was
our
an
research.
interesting interesting chats indeed.
Yeah, we done our
Mm.
research. We watched your videos. We love what you do. Just so you know, y'all's
Oh,
methods
thank
are
you.
amazing. Your video editing skills are really good.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
they are. And I know
'Cause,
you work
yeah, like,
hard on it.
I'm I taught myself how to edit and, like, I've been doing it, well, a couple of years now, but, yeah, that episode, oh, that was a real tough one
I even
because
went
we had, yeah,
yeah,
noise and we had, problems with the camera being zoomed in, and I'm just like, "Oh my goodness." So, yeah, a lot
yeah,
went into that one.
I even went back and watched your lives that you had actually edited live.
Well, see, even the ones where I've, like I think I've only done 2, where I'm editing live, but, yeah, they, both of those investigations that I was trying to do, didn't end up being I wasn't able to do much with them, so, like, the footage or whatever for reasons, so,
Yeah.
yeah. And I get distracted when I edit live. I'm too busy, like, showing people, like, what I'm doing and, like, chatting and then just yeah, "Oh, and so this is why I do this," or "This is why I do that," and I don't actually really get that much editing done.
Right.
I'll
Miss
say
Terry says, yes, Robert, same here. I've started using my world clock. Hey, y'all gave
Mm,
me a good idea tonight for real.
it's on the
mm,
list.
We got a
yeah.
Parapost user that says, hey guys, hello. And
Hello.
that actually is Marcus of MNSH.
Rob, we couldn't do our editing live about X-rated version because we couldn't really.
Oh yeah. I couldn't do my editing live like you do because Facebook would ban me for the curse words.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
Brian said,
So
how could you not love this girl?
who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you. Yeah, Mr.
Why?
Yeah, Mr.
I'm
Lafferty.
all
You know this show's about spreading the love for everybody.
I tell you what,
yeah.
I'm gonna give it over to you, Brian, because I know me and you talked while we were waiting on her to come in, and before we went live, and this man has sit over there all day long thinking of little bitty questions that he want to know about you.
I wouldn't call her.
Ah.
I wouldn't call her all day long. I just
For
brainstorm.
you, that was all day long, because
What?
you gotta ask yourself 20 times if this is what I want to ask. He's
Hey,
Is
Tank.
that
particular
why
about his
is
questions.
that why my ears have been burning, Brian?
Yes,
I know. Tank, handle my light work.
And when I told you a while ago, private message, if anything happened, I was going to send you the PDRP tank. That's him.
That's right.
Ah.
I guess I go with the first one. When did your team form, and how did you go about doing that when it formed?
So I originally started 2.5 years ago, and I started it with my best friends. Like I conned her into doing it with me. I've always wanted to, investigate the paranormal. And I think especially because, I've got quite a lot of abilities, I've been around all my life. So yeah, I, kind of had removed myself out of my toxic marriage and, got to a point in my life where I'm like, why not? Like now I can pursue doing it, so why not? But I was scared shitless, so that's where my soul sister comes in, and I, get her on board. So yeah, and then unfortunately, she was only able to do about 6 months. She had some health issues, so then I was on my own for 6 months filming and all that, which is very, as I'm sure you guys know, it is very difficult to investigate because we only have 2 of these. So doing it on my own and holding my rig and trying to get equipment out was just, it was a lot. And then, my partner Jen has been with me for the past year. And then Mr. Sister has been with me about 10 months. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good. The all-girl team. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Terry Wilson said, no, they won't. They haven't kicked me off yet. Our show actually has Terry's F-bomb. Well, we try not to do that on live. I mean, but if I was editing live now, I'm sorry. It would
Yeah,
happen.
me too.
Yeah, so
Hello, young lady.
Adam's actually a skeptical believer. So, it wasn't like I'd put up a post asking for, if anyone was interested in, joining the team. And that's how I met Jen. And then, I really needed to film one night and Jen was unwell. So Adam had messaged me countless times saying like, oh, if you ever need help or, I'd really love to investigate with you or do this or do that. And I thought, I'll message Adam. And I didn't know him from a bar of soap. And, we went out to an abandoned farmhouse. So I've pretty much just called up this guy who I don't know and gone to an abandoned house in the middle of the night with him.
Was you strapped?
We're not allowed to carry guns here. But yeah, so he kind of was able to experience like quite a bit that first night, and so yeah, he was pretty stoked, yeah, and now I'm stuck with him. I can't get rid of the guy,
Yeah, that's a good concept. They got Tinder, how to meet up dates. We should come up with like an app where you can like put in for looking for somebody to go ghost hunting with.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to think back to your Shadow Zone podcast, Raymond just brought it up. Just remember, you're never lonely at ghostonly.com.
Hi, Raymond. Yeah.
Hello,
But
Miss Donna.
I think, hi, Donna. I think we even touched on something like that on that podcast.
You did?
Yeah, about having like a specific paranormal dating app. Like-minded people. Because I mean, I've been dating and you know, like, good Lord, some people just run for the hills. They think you're weird, and it's like, oh, yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. I've had people look at me with their eyes crossed. What do you do? I'm a paranormal investigator. Who? Even my mom, when I
Yeah.
first started, you got to remember, I started this at 13 years old. And when you go in there and you
Oh,
tell your parents,
wow.
hey, Mom, I'm going to hunt ghosts, even your parents
Mm.
look at you cross-eyed like, what?
Well, lucky I had that problem. My pops is on the team, so he ain't looking at me cross-eyed.
Yeah. Terry said, that's what we do. Dark, creepy places with strangers.
Pretty much. Pretty
Raymond
much.
says, hi, darling.
Hello, darling.
Miss Terry says, Jess and I discuss spirits only page.
Yeah, that's about it too. So yeah, we work really well together. Adam, you know, doesn't get to come out as often as I think he'd like to, but yeah, Jen and I are plugging away at everything. So yeah.
Well, I see y'all stay busy. Every time I speak to you or I go look at your stuff, it's always something new. I know you stay busy all the time.
Yeah, well, being a single mum, working part-time, and yeah, it's hard to find time.
Yeah, I know what you
Oh
mean.
yeah.
Mm.
Brian, ask her that question that me and you was talking about earlier, and please pronounce it right because I don't want her angry with us.
Yeah. What is the meaning behind your team name, Ethereal Sisters? And what made you come up with that?
Yay! You did it right. Woohoo! Most people say ethereal.
Yeah, we did to begin with, and we got corrected very quickly. Trust me.
By Brian?
No, by Eldon.
Yeah.
So with the Ethereal Sisters, starting it with my best friend who is my soul sister. I wanted to have sister in it somewhere. And I guess we kind of went through like a process of elimination. So wrote down like a whole bunch of, different things to do with the paranormal. And, it wasn't even, hey, Matt, it wasn't even, if we liked a specific word, say we wanted to call it Ghost Sisters, for instance, we'd then go and search it up on YouTube. Is there already a channel called Ghost Sisters? If so, like how many subs do they have, etc. So with our name, we wanted it to be unique. We wanted it to be the only one. So when you searched it up on YouTube or Google or wherever, we were the ones that came up. And and then when we got to Ethereal, it didn't come up in YouTube search. No one had a channel called that. And we really liked how it sounded, Ethereal Sisters Paranormal. So we went with that. And it wasn't until, I don't know, like a couple of hours later, we're like, oh, yeah, and we can, say ESP for, short. And then we're like, ESP. And her and I do the ESP thing all the time. So we're like, well, it's just set, that is just what the name's meant to be.
Yeah.
So
That's a good thing we ain't ESP. We'd be screwed up, Rob.
I ain't lying. Miss Terry said, Miss Peta, it's a pleasure to learn more about you. I just told my husband a few days ago I have no Australia paranormal contacts.
Oh, Terry, yeah, no, reach out. I'm terrible at keeping up on Facebook, but Jen does all our ESP, Facebook liaising through our page. I'm mainly on Instagram, so yeah.
Brian, you gonna fire away at your note while you answer this next question. I'm actually gonna start putting some of her links into here, so these people will have a good way to find her.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. What type of locations do you like doing a lot?
Scary dark ones.
That's for everybody. Yeah. That was a no brainer. Let's see here. What else I got? Huh? What is your most memorable investigation?
Ooh. Well, yeah, there's a couple. Definitely at Fairbridge Farm School. That one is called Hospital of Horrors on, from the investigation we did last year. That particular location has a very dark and sordid history tied to it. Very, very sad. So I always put a lot of my time and effort into, every single, whether it's, one episode, 2 or 3 parts, I put everything I possibly can in it to make it the best as possible. Because, I like to dedicate it to, the victims or the families that, had to go through the things that they did. The other one would probably be the Fremantle Roundhouse. So I've investigated there 2 or 3 times now. But the very first time when I investigated with, my original partner, Sean, I was doing a last kind of walkthrough. It's very small. There's only like I think 6 cells that are still up, and there's one particular cell, as they call it, the lunatic cell, and it had a prisoner in there, and he basically went mad from just being like locked up. And yeah, so I'm just doing a final, walk around before we pack up, and I am in that cell on my own, and I just kind of zone out completely. And you can hear Sean saying, Peter, Peter. And she must have said my name about 5 times. And she ended up having to come around and like actually put her hands on my face and lift my head up. And she's like, where were you? And I said, what do you mean? She said, where were you just now? And I said, just asking questions. She's like, no. So yeah, that was a pretty intense experience. But yeah, probably those 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Paranormal consultant Matt Barron said, "Love the Ethereal Sisters Paranormal, amazing group with great people."
Thank you, Matt.
And y'all check out her links. I got them all in the description for you.
Thank you.
Miss Jess said we need to make the spirits only page.
Yeah.
Raymond said, "We already know that, Raymond. You follow everybody in the field."
That's right.
Mike D says, "Peta."
Oh, hey, Mike. How you doing? How you
What's up, Miss
doing?
Mike? And not to change the subject or anything, but everybody that's watching, take a moment and really think about the families down there in Texas that's going through what they're going through with all these little kids losing their life, and the gunshots in the schools, and the teachers that lost their life. That is a horrible situation, and just keep those families in your prayers, please.
Exactly.
Yeah. Has any? Well, the last I heard it was 19.
That's what I heard recently. Yeah. They
Yeah,
actually got a video going out around it now that's got the pictures of all these kids and the teachers that passed, and it's
what?
Yeah, try it like a memorial video. Like it broke my heart to watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't watch the news. I just don't. Like, I can't watch it. I can't listen to it, because I'm a strong empath and whew, no. And especially when you got kids of your own, like you think about it, like you just, I don't know, it makes you really think. I can't imagine what those poor families are going through right now.
I know it. Raymond said your point. Yeah, you know what the point is, Raymond. Raymond, if I could tell you what a true follower was, somebody that's dedicated to helping somebody and sharing their stuff out, it's Raymond. Christopher Keefe said he followed you.
Oh, thank you, Christopher.
Miss Terry said so much love to all of them. Thank you, Miss Terry. I know the families will really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And,
so are you in Texas? You live in Texas, Robert, or?
No, ma'am. Me and Brian both are in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, okay.
We are on the East Coast.
North Cackalack.
Yeah, Brian is right. That video is on TikTok. It sure is. Let's see. Matt says prayers for the family and the community affected. Amen, brother. Christopher says I represent PD Region Paranormal Ohio Division. Yes, he is our team manager in Ohio.
I think it was it Christopher that commented on the Facebook post for today's show?
Yes, he sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I read
commented.
that. I was like, oh.
Miss Terry said, yes, girl, yes. It's rough for those of us who cry at the news.
Yeah. Is there ever anything good on the news?
Not really.
No, I ain't never seen it. Even the weather makes me scared.
Be lying.
Especially whenever you go in there and you sit back in your chair and you're like, well, let me watch the weather, see how my day's going to be. And, oh, it's going to be sunny. It's going to be 85 degrees and it's going to be perfect. And I was like, well, dang, it's going to be a pretty day. I'm going to go outside and enjoy my coffee. And as soon as you open the door, it's pouring down rain and lightning and thunder. Like, really?
Damn.
We've had some awesome thunderstorms in the last week, and I absolutely love thunderstorms. So I was outside, at like 1 o'clock in the morning filming it because I just love it. And being up in the hills, we can get really good cracks. So, yeah.
She gets them house boomers, Brian.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of it's nice and sunny today, and it was yesterday, but yeah, when it's just doom and gloom, it's flipping depressing.
That's like I was talking to Eldon Mackinville earlier today, and I was like, he lives in Arizona. And I was like, well, how's the weather over there? He said, well, it ain't but like 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's 108. I'm like,
no.
oh,
I wouldn't make it.
It ain't but 65 degrees here in Rockingham. Miss Terry said, Brian, I thought you was out west.
I'll be your huckleberry.
Oh, Lord. But, yeah, I tell you, we watched a lot of your footage, and we follow. You probably see us liking your stuff all the time because we're always on it and sharing it out. It's good to see somebody that goes in there and actually does. And I'm not bragging on us by no means, but you're looking for the truth, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've said it, a million times, and I'm sure I'll say it a million more times, but, I would rather, have less views, less subscribers, and, keep my work authentic, etc., than have freaking tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands and fake shit. I'm just like, no, I'm not into that at all. And, we've caught some, pretty compelling stuff on footage before. And, like I always, whenever I'm in editing, I'll, even if it's for a light anomaly, because, sometimes it's just a flipping bug, sometimes it is. But, like I'll look at it frame by frame, and then I'll reverse it, and then I'll look at it again. And, it's this whole process. But at the end of the day, I always leave it up to the viewer to decide.
Yeah.
So
One thing me and Brian like watching too, when we're watching your shows, whenever you edit them and you put them out there and we're actually watching the final product, whenever something paranormal actually happens, I wish you could see your own face, because you still light up like it's your first time.
you know what? Like I've had people, during live investigations and things like that, and be guys, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, like she doesn't even look scared. Like, what's with that?" I'd be shitting myself, and I'm like, dude. I mean, I see a shadow figure. I want to chase that shadow figure.
Yeah.
Miss Terry said Arizona is the devil's ass. Donna
That's
said
one way
it's
of
still
putting it.
101 in Phoenix right now. Oh my God.
Gosh. Yeah.
They could you could make sun tea in 20 minutes out there.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like I keep saying to Jen and Adam, like I need to go somewhere that is like so haunted that I actually get scared.
We got
Because
you.
I feel
I got the place.
desensitized.
We got the place for you. Before I say that place, let me ask you this. This is one of the questions I had for you. If
Yeah.
you was to come to America, I know you've heard all about the haunted places over here. What would be your number one pick place to investigate in America?
I really want to go to the Sally house.
That's a good one.
Because, like, I mean, there's a lot that I want to see, but I think for me, the thing with the Sally house is I want to know, like, and I want to feel, and I want to experience, like, is this just, a human spirit, or is it really a demonic entity? Because, I mean, that's what most people put down, isn't it? Like, our encounter with a demon.
A lot of people use
Yeah.
the D word loosely.
Oh, very, very. Yes.
Raymond said it's 75 degrees here. Well, Raymond, it's 71 here. So I'm right there with you, buddy.
Well, where's Raymond at? Where's he at tonight? What state's he in tonight?
He's probably back in Kentucky tonight. I guess that's Pops. He said, "Come to the States with us, Peter."
That's got to be Pops.
Yep.
I would love to come to the States, but it's so expensive.
I know,
And
right?
I need to get my passport application done.
I would love for us to take you up to a place called St. Albans Sanatorium. I got
I have heard of that.
it's honestly, and I'm not exaggerating. On the East Coast of the U.S., it's probably one of the most haunted places.
And it's St. Albans.
Yeah.
Let me just type it in.
Yeah, it started as a Lutheran boys' school, all boys school, and then it got turned into the sanatorium. Then it got shut down because of really bad stuff.
So it wasn't one of like the tuberculosis places? No.
This one was actually for mental. It was a mental institute, pretty much. And they practiced things that was really, really bad. Like electroshock therapy, the cold water bouncing, and they did a lot of bad things to people, trying to correct things that they thought were wrong with them, but they wound up killing lots and lots of people. I mean, they got mass graves all over that place.
No, that's very sad.
Might
So,
be 84.
84. So okay, so what's the activity like? Is it is there like is it scary? Is that why
Oh
you're
yeah.
recommending? Excuse
I
me.
give you one example. We were walking upstairs to one of the most active floors, and I seen him get picked up. His feet was like this high off the ground. Nothing, you could see nothing but him come off the ground, and
Hang
then
on, wait, what?
slam. Yeah,
Who?
Brian Horton,
What?
and get
Yep.
Get out
slammed
of here.
into a
For
piece of
real.
sheetrock, and it just cracked the sheetrock. He got through so hard into it.
Holy shit, were you okay?
Yeah, I asked for it though, but you know.
Were you provoking?
No, it's like
He wasn't provoking, but he was talking crap.
Oh, naughty. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was one of the most worst experiences that I've seen.
You got scratched also.
Yeah, I mean, I got scratched up there, and I got pushed into a wall, but I never got elevated like him. I mean, because we coming up behind him with a camera, and you look, and his feet sitting there dangling, and you're like, what the heck? And when you look up, next thing you know, bam, he goes into the wall.
So you've got it on camera.
It's in the file. So I don't know if that part. Well, the audio is in there, but the DVR camera was pointing at the stairwell, and he had just passed the DVR camera. But we do have the audio of it.
Oh wow! But see, to me, that makes it even more.
what you talking? What you talking about?
Are you buying my ticket, Brian? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we want to answer that, Blabber.
But to me, that makes it even more authentic because you see it all the time. People that are filming and they catch a ghost or a demon or some form of an entity on camera, and their cameras just all happen to be pointed at the spot where the activity is.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, we get the audio because we cover everything with audio.
Okay, bye.
But we're not lucky enough to get the video all the time. And
that's at the point. So, hey, Rob, did you get on the camera? No, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I know. I say that to Jen and Adam all the time. I'm like, tell me you're recording, and they're like, yeah, we're recording, but we didn't catch it on camera. I'm like, no.
What's up, Parafam?
Hey, Parafam.
I mentioned to her she can come here. Everybody wants you, don't they?
That's right.
I know. Well, let's do it.
Hey, Pete, a long time no see. That's Brian James.
There's so many Brians. Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Just call me
Brian Laverty answered your question, Peter. He said, of course.
Oh, well, in that case, book me a flight, mister. I could sure use a freaking getaway. Brian's second time pinned to the wall.
Yep. We've been there a lot.
I hope we're talking about a ghostly, like, pin to the wall type scenario.
There is Miss Nikki. They have
What's
had
up,
many
my sis?
experiences at St. Albans. We sure have. Raymond says,
All right.
I have some fun locations in Kentucky. Yes, you do, Bobby Mackey. Waverly
right.
Hills.
Oh,
and
see,
the 30 building place. Whew.
That's another one, Bobby Mackey's. Yeah. I want to know. I just...
I hear you, Brian.
I want to know.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I think we need to take about a 30-second break and pay some bills. What you think?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we need to pay some bills. We'll be right back. Y'all stand by. You don't want to miss the rest of Miss Peta. And welcome back.
Well, see, that's what I call flipping insanely talented editing.
Why, thank you.
Well, thank
Did you
you.
hang on, who edited it? Who did
Rob.
it?
That's my
Rob.
editing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And you know the bad thing about it? I ain't been doing it but about 3 months. Seriously. But I had some great teachers too. I had Cassidy Lightwing over at Bleeding Violin Studios and Raymond Lightwing. Both of them and Eldon McInville. They've all helped me, and I just took what they taught me and got in here and spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and ran with it.
No, it looks so good.
I'm just here for some more support.
Yeah, I sent it to him and I said, "Is this worth a crap?" And he'll say yes or no.
No, it's good. It's good. And yeah, I love the like where do you get your like imagery and stuff from?
Fillmore Wondershare 11.
Okay. So that's the editing software that you use,
Mm-hmm.
yeah?
Yeah, and it comes with a lot of preloaded templates. Lots of preloaded templates.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just use the free version.
Well, Filmora has the free version, but it don't come with the templates. And what I like about Filmora, you pay like $70 and it's yours for the rest of your life. There's no monthly charge.
Hang on, it's only $70
for the rest of your life.
Oh my god, maybe I need to switch editing software. Because DaVinci is $400 and nearly $500 to buy.
Good Lord.
Wow. Yeah, so there's a lot that I can't access, which is frustrating,
but anything you need some help on, reach out to me. I got you. You part of the Parafam now. We got you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Hey, Tank, you look like you got a question you want to ask back there. You like looking all smiling and grinning. What you got to ask back there?
Nah, you're actually good. All the questions have been asked.
Might be said only place by me is the Wolf Creek Inn. And Raymond said Egon at work. Yeah. They pick on me calling me Egon because of the stuff that I do. You know, I build the equipment for Paratech Laboratories. And I've came up with some really cool stuff here recently that's going to be on the market soon. And they just, a lot of them can't believe the stuff that's coming out right now.
Well, you'll have to fill me in afterwards.
Oh, we will. We got some spirit boxes coming out that is amazing.
Oh, cool. Yes,
And the good thing about them is
definitely over the.
Oh, we don't listen to that no more, and we don't use AM FM radio anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely intrigued.
But Brian, is your question? You got any more questions on your end?
I have one more. You know, a lot of people ask you. You know, I know I ain't scared. We know you ain't scared. People say you most scared. I call it. What was your oh shit moment in the paranormal?
Something that just you'll never forget.
You just say oh shit.
Like
mine was seeing him get chunked to a sheet.
Oh shit! I seriously just went completely blank. Shit.
Maybe it was the night she was on Paranormal Static and her mind went blank.
Obviously, I've had a lot of memorable moments, as you can see. Yeah. Probably, actually, I know which one. Jen and I were doing I think it was a live investigation. But I think we might have actually been filming an uncut at this particular time. But yeah, so we're at this abandoned farmhouse and there was no front door because it was in the process of being torn down. So there was no front door, and it was just the two of us. And, I'm kind of like turning around to, kind of steady myself because we were walking on the joist because they were taking the floorboards up. And as like I turn, there's a man standing behind Jen, like over her shoulder.
I didn't understand that.
Sorry,
I'm
that was
sorry.
my phone. That was my phone. It's getting blowed up, so I turned it off.
And I literally was just like, oh shit, like, because it was just that split second where I thought it was a real person. And it freaked me out because I thought it was an actual man. But realizing obviously that, oh, okay, that's not. But yeah, like that was a pretty, like that got my heart racing. Like I was like, I had to take a breather. But I think for me with paranormal, it's more the living, especially if we're like out and it's just Jen and I, and we don't get to like carry weapons. And yeah, I'm more afraid of the living,
Yeah.
Running into someone than I am, of a spirit. But
Well,
yeah,
the way,
he was, yeah, it was pretty creepy the way he was standing, put it that way.
well, the way the world is right now with everything that's going on, the living are definitely the most scariest.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Anybody that can shoot up a school, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or what else could be scaring me? Walking across a floor wearing a sheet, going to the bathroom.
Yeah, right. It's about like at St. Albans, used to, they didn't have bathrooms in there. They had an outhouse out on a hill. And Brian's in there sleeping in the middle of that place, middle of the night, and he wakes up to go to the bathroom, and everybody's asleep but him. And you got to go down this whole building to get to the bathhouse by yourself. He said that he looked like the Flash going through that building, and you felt like somebody was behind you the whole time.
I was talking about shit
Well,
and getting.
there probably was.
Oh yeah.
So, do you think that it was a human spirit that threw you, or do you think it's something different?
It's hard to say with that. I mean, we think there's something there that's demonic, but I don't know if that's what it was. It's supposedly a guy named Donald, just a butthole in life, so he's gonna be a butthole when he's dead too. So
Yeah, the story behind Donald, he was a janitor in the place, and he raped a lot of patients, and he even raped the kid patients, and he actually killed one of the male kid patients. That's what got him executed pretty much. And they say his spirit is still there, and when we go anywhere near the room that was his room, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened up there. We don't have enough evidence to tell you, yes, that's Donald, but it's a big coincidence.
Yeah, it's like, but I mean, that takes a lot of flipping energy. That's a lot of damn energy to do that.
Yeah.
To lift a grown man that far off the ground and then throw.
And there's also one there called Goat Man too, so there's a possibility it could have been him. But I've run into him twice. One time he ran straight through me and knocked me to the floor. And like I said, I don't know who that was that put me into the wall, but I knew it was Goat Man that run through me because I could see him pacing back and forth at the hallway. And time I looked up, he was already up on me and went through me.
And see, the bad part about it is every team that's ever went in there, especially down around the bowling alley area, they always talk about seeing red eyes. I mean, that's what they call him, red eyes. But when you ask them to describe what you've seen, and we've even seen it, we actually got a picture of it. a still photography picture of it, and I'll be glad to send it to you and let you check it out and give me your thoughts on it.
Please do, yeah.
But at the bottom of it, the legs come out of the torso, the waist part, and they come straight, but then they tilt back and down, like really, really bow-legged backwards. And then the torso is that of a man, but the head is so freaking wide, it takes up a whole doorway.
What?
Yeah. But he's got, you don't see nothing but the outline. Yeah. You see the outline of him and the solid red eyes. I mean, even the Wraith Chasers, all these big names, you know, they've talked about and heard about and seen about Red Eyes. That's what everybody calls him, Red Eyes. But nobody knows what he is or where he's from or anything.
Okay, so is that like the demonic entity that you're referring to for that?
That's what they claim.
That's
he
what they
is.
claim.
But, you know, like you say, in mine and Brian's group, if I cannot hand you the evidence to prove you something, I'm not going to claim it. That's just point blank.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like to, you know, have time, maybe in the future to, you know, kind of delve deeper into, you know, the world of demonology and learn more about that side of things. But yeah, I've really only encountered it once, maybe, and it's still like a question mark. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it something different?
Yeah, well, it's like us, you know, we've been doing this year here. Well, the end of this year will mark 28 years of this for me and Brian. And in 28 years, I can honestly tell you that I've encountered it 3 times in 28 years.
Yeah, that'd be about right. It you know, because like it's so rare, you know, like you know, there's angels, there's demons and angels. But there's also other entities that, you know, are on different, you know, planes or from different dimensions. But it's frustrating when say, you know, someone believes in angels, but they don't believe there's demons.
Yeah, I know what you
But
mean.
it is, it's
different
very
beliefs. Brian Mike said, Paranormal Static, what places are you going to check out soon?
We got a few private investigations coming up, planned out. And we got one we're going to try to stream live at a farmhouse out in White Lake coming up sometime soon. And we got our event coming up Friday. We may try to live stream just a little bit on that.
I'm going to do a little live streaming on the event, but I really want to record the 90% of it and put it together in a video to where we can drop the whole video. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But now the investigation that we're going to be doing in Elizabeth City, that one, I want to set up 5 or 6 streams, and I want to live stream that whole entire investigation.
I think before one because we're live and uncut.
Yeah. And I like that. I like that it's live and uncut because they can't nobody say, "Oh, you went in there and edited that. You tampered that." No, it's live.
Yeah.
Yeah. You break wind, you catch it. Hey, it happens.
Hey, I can tell you a story about that. We walking down the hall, and the cameraman's right behind Brian, do, and all you hear was, and then Brian turned around, "Oh God, there's the camera. I'm sorry." But when you live, that's what happens.
See, I love doing live
Mike.
investigations. You know, and they're, you know, popular for people to watch on my channel. But yeah, like even you know, if I capture something on camera, I'll do a live stream on it. I'll break it right down. You know, I'll show the whole raw clip if people want me to. Like, I don't care. I've always said, like, I don't care. Like, you can sit there for the next like 12 hours and watch the whole lot of raw footage. Go for it. Got nothing to hide, so.
And we like doing it too because, like, they may see something or hear something that we don't see or hear.
That's right. they might catch the audio coming through the actual microphone in the phone that we're not going to hear with our ear.
Well, I mean, I've had one of my subscribers, Daniel. I did a static camera marathon, and I've done like a couple of them. I haven't done one for ages, but yeah, he actually is one who spotted a shadow figure. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And you know, like static cam footage, who wants to sit around and watch static cam footage on your own? Because it's so, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I just zone out within like a minute.
Yeah.
So
like
putting it,
old days, me and Brian used to run eight DVR cameras going to one DVR system, and we do a 5-6 hour investigation. And if you take that times 8, that's how long it's going to take to view all that. Finally, we just said, you know what? No more DVR.
Yeah, but you know, more eyes are better than one. So yeah.
That's probably why we didn't catch all that stuff on video too, is because we didn't run the DVR.
Shame on us.
I tell you, man, back then we didn't have the big team that we have now, and it was just like 3 or 4 of us going through 200 hours of footage. And when you first, I don't know how it is in Australia, but here when we do cases for private clients, I mean, we end that case, just say 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. 5, 6 o'clock the next evening, they ring in your phone. Well, where's my evidence? What y'all catch?
Yeah.
I'm like,
really?
We just woke up. Give us some time. Give us a week at least, and it's rough. The struggle's real.
Jen and I have got a few private cases, and we went to one a couple weeks back, and I triple booked myself that day. That's how much I've got going on, and I didn't even realize. So, I was actually chatting to, I think it was Brian and Eldon, because I had like a conference call with them. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. But yeah, this, for private cases, and even, any locations that we go to, I don't know anything. Like Jen, Adam, like they're the ones that, will go through, they'll do their research, they'll get history, all that kind of stuff. I don't want to know anything, because I don't want it to interfere with when I go there, and the things that I pick up on, I don't want that part getting into my head. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of like that show with Amy Allen in it, Brian. Ain't it, Brian?
Yeah.
I can't even remember the name of the show now.
I believe it's Deadfalls.
Deadfalls.
The lady, the owner of the house, was absolutely blown away. Like, I was being so specific with certain things, and then I'd ask her a question, like I went to her bedroom, and she had this jewelry box, and I just, something about this jewelry box, I go over there and I turn around and I said to her, this was a gift, or something of your mother's. And she's like, and I said to her, do you see the doors? Because it's got like, 2 little doors on it. So do you see the doors moving often? And she said, yes. And I'm like, yeah, because your mum likes it. She likes playing with it, and she knows that, you always look. So she plays with it. But yeah, like I pointed out where she sees shadow figures and, like really specific stuff. And she was just like, oh my God, girl. She said, like, I didn't, because there's so many people out there, which I'm sure you guys are aware of, but, who are just full of shit, basically.
Yeah.
And she was like, I really didn't know what to expect. She said, but you freaking hit everything on the head. And I said to her, like, I'm still not, 100% like confident with my abilities, but so it's always nice to get that confirmation from people who don't know you, because oh, okay, or I am actually doing and picking up the right things. So
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that claim to have the gift, but the only gift they have is BS.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest with you. But then there's people out there like you and a couple other people that we work closely with who I know are legit, because they can come to me sometimes and just by my mood, and they can be like, this is bothering you and this is bothering you. Well, this is why. And I'm like, how did you know that? It's like they're in my head. It's creepy.
Yeah. I have to be very conscious of just not saying anything,
Yeah.
because sometimes I say it without even thinking. So yeah, like, unless someone specifically asks me something, I say nothing.
She's opposite from you then, Horton.
Yeah, I just say what I want to say.
Because he's the type of person, if it's in his mind, it's coming out of his mouth and nothing can stop it.
Yeah.
Where like me, I'm the thinker. What's going to happen if I tell her this? I think about stuff. Brian just said, let's get it over with.
Well, I mean, if like, my guides are persistent saying, like, spill it, like, just tell them, I will, whether I think they're gonna like what they're hearing or not.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise I will try and I'll just say, like, do they need to know it? Sometimes I get stuff and I physically can't verbalize it, even if I want to tell someone.
Yeah.
If they don't want me to share it, I can't, like, even get it out.
Tote you a notepad and a pen.
Well, no, because that would put me in trouble with my guides even freaking more. So
yeah, you got to follow the rules.
Yeah. I just write shit down so I don't forget it.
Well,
yeah. We are bad about forgetting some things, especially when you get caught up in the moments.
Yes, I do that often during investigations.
Tank's been awful quiet over here.
Y'all hitting everything on the spot.
You got to have at least one question, Tank. Just something up in that head of yours. You got one question.
Really? Not one? You can't think. I mean, look at her. Really?
Look at her. What does that mean?
He's embarrassing, Tank. He's blushing. Look, I can tell he's turning red.
This is our sidekick. We can't do nothing without him. He's our buddy. He's actually my family. Literal family.
Brother, cousin.
Yeah. You get your best stuff when you're not trying to get it. That's true, Pops.
Yeah.
Not even Daddy can stop his expression. He's talking about you, bro.
That's right. I get it from you.
Yeah, he does. Because Pops is another one. When it's on his mind, it's out his mouth. There ain't no stopping it. Whether it hurts your feelings or not, he'll apologize later.
Yeah.
But I got to give it credit, though. Having Pops in PD Region Paranormal keeps all of us straight, because there ain't a man in this world we respect more.
We need it time to time.
Oh, yeah. They pick on him, calling him Pop's Hands Hort, because every time he talks to you, them hands is a-moving.
I'm bad at talking with my hands, too. It's okay.
That one right there is starting to get the same way.
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
That's exactly what I think when I hear someone say that. My goodness.
That's why I keep my hands in my pockets half the time. Across them.
So where are you guys investigating next?
This Friday we doing a place. It used to be a barbershop. And it was a barbershop for God knows how long. Well, now a new lady purchased it. They remodeled it. And since they've remodeled it, it's got really active. She turned it into a coffee shop / axe throwing place.
Ooh.
And we're doing, she wanted us to come in, do an event that's going to pretty much, help her business. And we get to investigate, which is cool.
Yeah.
And people get to try her coffee and her food. So it's going to be really cool. I can't wait for that. It'll be interesting.
Adam does axe throwing. He's he qualified for the state league, I think it was. I'm probably wrong, but it was something. Mike. But he couldn't go, because it was over east. Chat don't seem to be moving. Oh, because you're on YouTube, and there's people on Facebook. That's probably why, Mike.
Yeah. Gotta love StreamYard.
I do. Oh no, man. What else? The axe stuff could be like good. It could be bad.
Yeah. I tell you though, the history of that building goes back to like the late early 1900s. Yeah. And
the coffee shop.
Yeah. And I myself have got my hair cut there since I was like 2.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So there's a lot of my hair in the cracks of that floor,
Oh, well, hopefully, you get some good evidence, and yeah.
If not, we'll have a good time. Have a croissant and some coffee.
A croissant.
That's what we
went up there this morning to see her, and them two got sausage, egg, and cheese croissants, and I got a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel, and then we got us a latte made out of iron bean coffee. Oh my God. He had a ball. That if you ain't never tried iron bean, you need to try it. He will ship it to you in Australia, no problem.
I don't know what it would be like once it got here, but
oh, he would pack it very well, trust me. He's really good. So Mike moved over to Facebook now.
Good on you, Mike. Well, I mean, what's your favorite piece of equipment to use? Like, especially like you, Robert, because you build.
Right now, I have to tell you, my favorite piece right now is the ultra low frequency and extra low frequency spirit box.
Shush.
It's a brand new item that I've came out with, and there's only one made right now, and I hold it. But I'm gonna tell you, where how when you're using SB7 or SB11, you kind of hear a word here or there. The last 3 investigations, we have got sentences.
Wow! Oh, that's cool.
And it don't scan. It's quiet. You hear nothing, and it ain't running reverb pedals. It ain't running noise blockers. It's a great piece of equipment. I got a few more bugs I got to get out of it, and I got to prove to myself that it's legit before I put it on the market.
I'll tell you though, we get some crazy shit off that goes. I ask random questions, and you can ask Tank. I said one time, if anybody is in here, can I get a "oh yeah"? And it shows the darn world. It comes back.
It came back with a female voice saying, "Oh yeah," just like that.
Wow! Yeah, that's really cool.
And when it did it, every face in the investigation just kind of got real serious and looked at each other, and we were just like, "Yes."
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Mike says awesome. I was in the wrong chat. I'm an idiot. No, you ain't. We all make mistakes.
No, it's still live on YouTube, Mike. It's just I think most people are in the Facebook chat.
Yeah, we get a lot of viewers. We haven't really got our YouTube build up at all. I mean, we like what, Brian, 130 140.
Yeah, something like
We
that.
don't have many at all on YouTube. We spent most of our time Facebook living more than YouTube
Yeah.
living. Before we knew about StreamYard, you got to have so many
Yeah.
subs to be able to go live on YouTube.
Not no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as long as you got
No.
StreamYard, it ain't no issue.
Yes.
But you learn as you go, you learn as you grow.
Exactly.
But, I'm proud of PD Region Paranormal right now. We started out with the Carolina division, which is North Carolina, South Carolina. Now we have the Ohio division. We had the Kentucky division. We had the UK division. So now I just got to branch out to Australia.
I wonder who you know there.
I know about 2 or 3 teams there, and that's it. But there's only 1 or 2 that I trust.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing how we've grown, between us and Eldon, McInville, and then with Global working together like we've been doing for the past 3-4 months. I mean, we've made things possible that we never thought would have been possible. But whenever you become a family, which is what Para family is, it's not PD, it's not Global, it's Parafam. We do everything together. I mean, even if they hire a new employee, I'm getting a phone call. Hey, can you screen this guy for me? When we decided to add another division, I'm calling Global. Hey, can I'm thinking about doing this. What's y'all's opinion on this? Because the more people that you get involved with it, the more opinions you get. He might know something like, I wouldn't do that, Robert, because of this that I didn't think about.
Yeah.
And it's been really, really good for us.
And also Parapost.
Yeah, and matter of fact, Brian, I need you to do something for me. Let me roll it.
Please go to the iOS App Store or Google Play Store. Download the Parapost app today. Also available for Windows at www.parapost.net.
And if you don't want the app, you don't have to download the app. It's no problem. Just go to parapost.net and do it on your computer or your phone.
Do it right now.
Yeah, you can see Peta. She's there.
I am indeed. But I've been very slack lately. Well, I wouldn't say slack. I've just been being pulled in 50 million different directions. So
But before we get out of here, everybody, I do want you to do me one favor. I don't even care if you hit like on this post or this video. I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. But what I do care about is that you go to YouTube or you go to Facebook and you go to Peta's pages and please like and subscribe, because I'm telling you, she's going to teach y'all some stuff. Even y'all experienced boys out there, pay attention. She's going to teach you something. You will. You taught us. We got 28 years.
Oh my goodness. What did I teach you?
Patience on camera. Seriously.
Right.
Patience on camera.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We've been watching your stuff since we found out about you whenever Brian Laverty introduced us to you. And me and Brian are we're sticklers on stuff, so we do our research. We have a very big research team in PD. So we do our research. There's some teams out there that we willing to throw on our backgrounds and throw out and put them out there to the public, and you're one of them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Brian? I actually came across Brian during I think it was like a season marathon or something. And and just blossomed from there.
Put that logo up there in the top real quick, Brian. The logo right above my picture there too. If everybody will go to ironbeancoffee.com and pick out whatever flavor you want, and Lord have mercy, they got any flavor you want. Put in promo code PDRP, get you a big old discount on your coffee shipped straight to your house. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that's all we drink anymore. It is the best coffee ever.
Like coffee for Iron Bean.
That's right. I mean, you can get butter pecan, banana Foster. I mean, you name the flavor, they got it.
See, you guys have like flavors for like so much. Like we don't.
Yeah, you do.
It's either cappuccino latte, caramel latte, hazelnut latte, flat white, black. Yeah, we don't have like all these flavors.
Well, I tell you what, if you go to ironbeancoffee.com and put in the promo code, you can have any flavor you want and tell them Robert and Brian sent you. See if he can knock that discount up a little more.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Tank just spoke.
Yeah, I know. Did you hear that? I'm proud of him.
Yeah,
I didn't even pull a string.
I know, right?
They even have cinnamon.
Yeah, they do. He's right. They came out with a new one that's called Cinnamon Bun. And it's a coffee that actually tastes like a hot cinnamon bun.
Oh my God. Now I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah, they selling chocolate now. They even sell the K-Cups. You know, if you don't make a whole pot of coffee and you want K-Cups, they have K-Cups. They're doing, what is that stuff you ordered that time, Brian? The white chocolate peppermint bark stuff?
I think that's what it was. I ordered so much stuff, I don't know what I ordered.
Yeah, he's on a list. He gets it every 2 weeks. He don't even have to order it. They just automatically ship it to him.
Oh.
I don't order it no more because they ship him so much till he just be like, Rob, come over here and get some coffee. So I quit ordering.
See, you guys have even got, I've seen this on vloggers channels and stuff, but your coffee shops even sell things for the dogs.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Puppuccino.
Yes,
Yep,
puppuccino. We have baby chinos, which is for young kids, but yeah, we don't have puppuccinos.
No, well, y'all got kangaroos and we don't, so I guess it's even trade.
Yeah.
Because I would actually pay money to see him fight a kangaroo.
Put him up.
He'd lose, I know, but
well, you'd probably lose the contents of your abdomen because that's what they're infamous for.
Yep.
If you go up against a big boy, then yeah.
I was watching a video on Facebook one day, and kangaroo had a dog around the neck, and the man went down there to try to get the dog loose, and the kangaroo let the dog loose and stood up at him. And the man hit the kangaroo, and he took off running 100 miles an hour, and that kangaroo just looked at him. I'm like, nah, I ain't messing with them jokers.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't get nothing cool like that. We stuck with snakes and spiders.
Yeah, and you got bears and cougars and bobcats and yeah. Don't think I'd want to come across one of those in the wild. I think I'd rather come across a friendly kangaroo and not a giant big bear.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I believe I'd rather come across the giant bear than the little bitty kitty cat in Virginia, wouldn't you, Brian?
Oh, yeah. There's some nasty kitty cats and polecats.
What are they called?
Skunks.
Skunks.
Oh, skunks. Oh.
Yeah, we was on an investigation and we had a new member with us, and we told her, don't pet the cats. Don't pet them. Leave them alone. She goes outside to smoke a cigarette, and there was an albino skunk out there, solid white. She thought it was a cat, and she goes running towards it, trying to pick it up.
And we all
took off running the other way, wide open. You on your own now. But she didn't get sprayed, thank God.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't even know what it smells like. I don't think I want to.
Oh, no, you don't. I promise you don't.
You can smell a dead one for miles.
When we were going to Virginia, just going through the mountains where like a truck hit one and killed it, it'd come through the air vents of your car, and you got to drive 40 miles before you stop smelling it.
Whoa. So okay, try and explain the smell. Is it kind of like anal gland smell?
No.
that you can't get rid of.
It's like the strongest. Just to say, if you lay down on your back and I poured a whole 5-gallon bucket of sulfur in your nose, that's about even to it.
Maybe that's why there's so many people in America who claim to encounter demons. They're
It might
actually
be.
smelling. They're actually smelling skunks. There's a sulfur smell. It's a
See, there, we
demon.
just solved the case.
You ain't got no demon. You got skunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness.
I got sprayed by a skunk once when I was small. We were camping up at a state park,
Mm,
and we were waiting to take a shower because it only had one bathhouse for the men and 2 for the women. And
mm.
we standing there, and the guy was reading a newspaper, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Hey, what is that over there?" And he pulled the paper down. He looked, threw the paper right back up. He said, "Don't move." So I'm standing there as quiet as I can, and this little boy come running around the side of the building wide open. And when he did, that joker sprayed every one of us.
Oh my god.
They called the park rangers. Park rangers come out there with this big, like, cow trough that they water cattle in, filled it full of tomato juice and chopped potatoes up in it. And we had to bathe in that stuff. And that's the only way to get the scent out. You had to throw your clothes away. All your clothes, shoes, everything you had to throw away. So
Oh my gosh.
it was something else trying to get that scent off of you, much less your laundry.
So what is it in the tomato that neutralizes it? Is it
Some
the
kind of
acidity?
Yeah, some kind of acid that's in the tomatoes.
Mm.
But
Good
yeah, I
Lord.
don't never want to go through that again. Every time we go, and it's really, really bad up around the Virginia area, which is right above North Carolina, And every
Mm.
time we have to go up there for an investigation, I am on the lookout 100%, because if I see anything remotely looks like a cat, squirrel, anything in that ballpark, I'm away from it.
I so would love a pet squirrel. Like, squirrels are so cute. I
They're
love
tree.
them.
They're tree rats.
Tree rats. See, we have like bandicoots, and we have them everywhere. Where that where I am at the moment in the hills, and yeah, I have one dude who's grown now. His name's Bandy Boy, and then there's his other baby, and I've called him Bandini. And I tell you what, like, this dude is going to get picked up by a hawk or an eagle. He is like the bravest bandicoot I've ever come across.
Wow.
Like, he'll just, be out in the open, just, doing his thing and all of that. And, I've seen him down on the front lawn, and I'm just like, dude, like, you've got no coverage whatsoever. But it's funny because, like, all the doves kind of hang around him when he's, like, down there. Almost like, there's some kind of, we'll watch over you type thing going on. It's just bizarre. But yeah, squirrels are quite intelligent.
They are.
Mm.
They smart enough to steal all the pecans out my tree every year. And then when I cut grass, I find half of them. They'll bury them just enough under the ground where when they hit your lawnmower blade, choo, they gone.
Mm.
I couldn't have a pet squirrel because my son Luke would want to name him D's.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm surprised they ain't come in here yet. What you doing, Daddy?
I know, right? You got any more questions for Miss Peta? Because I know she's got a busy day she's got to get hold of.
I done answered
Yes,
all
and
mine.
I've got work as well this afternoon.
Tank, any questions before this is your last chance?
No,
Come on, Tank.
Do it, Tank.
Good.
She said, "Do it." Well, we really appreciate you coming on the show tonight, and like I say,
You're
everybody out there,
welcome.
please go like and subscribe to her stuff. Check
Thank
her out.
you.
Big things coming. Be ready for the big reveal come June 1st. It's going to be amazing.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people involved in it that you wouldn't believe are, but they are. So
Ooh.
stay in tune for that. I can't wait. And next week on Paranormal Static, we go back to regular schedule on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will have special guest Barry Fitzgerald from
I
Ghost
thought
Hunters International.
that was on Friday.
Hmm?
I thought it was on a Friday.
No, that should be on a Thursday, but let me pull up schedules just to make sure. I don't want to tell people the wrong thing.
Because swore you said it was Friday, man.
You actually right. Friday, June 3rd. You are actually right, buddy.
Boy, I gotta keep you straight sometime.
Hey, it's hard trying to keep up with all this stuff by yourself, man. That's why I got you.
Ooh.
But yeah, we got Barry Fitzgerald from GHI, Ghost Hunters International, and it's going to be a great show. He is one of the tech guys like me, and I cannot wait to talk to him. So anybody out there that needs any links for Miss Peta, they are on the description of this post, and they're in the comments. So there's a double whammy. Don't tell me you couldn't find them when I ask you, and go look to see if you subscribe to her.
Thank
So go
you.
go like, subscribe, and follow.
Yep, and if you feel like it, go give Brian a like.
What you talking about, Willis?
Let's see if we can't get PD over that 130 bump.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
All right. We're going to set you in the back for a second, roll our credits, and then we'll say our goodbyes in just a minute. Thank you, dear.
Okay. No worries.
All right, Brian. Anything you want to add before we tell these people good night?
Come to our event if you can, and also subscribe to the Parapost app or parapost.net.
Yep. And make sure you subscribe to the Ethereal Sisters.
Yep.
And check out DNTV and Parapost, please. And come on over to the Parafam. We got you. Parafam Studios and Parafam Entertainment. We're here for everybody. But with that being said, I'm going to play one sponsor credit, go into the out credits, and we will see y'all next week.